How y'all doing? This is Shoptalk Radio. Here again, guys. I told you I'll be back with some content. We're gonna talk about some real stuff and some stuff because there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And today I have Elijah here with me, guys. He's been a previous guest of mine, and we did some work together before. So he is back, and I think he got some stuff to say. How you doing, Elijah?
Yeah, I always got something to say. Like, that's the problem. I think I'm learning right now. Try to say less, but I gotta let's talk. I want to talk. I missed it. I appreciate you having me back again. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime.
But
today we're gonna talk about men, women, and their responsibilities as far as their. Huh?
Yeah, you be hitting me with the deep ones, like.
With the deep ones? Well,
yeah, that's a deep subject. That's a deep subject.
Yeah, men, women, children, and the responsibilities of raising them, and when they're not doing their part as far as being a father and a mother.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see so much children being left to the wayside, and I just feel like the children are going through a lot when parents can't get it together. What do you think?
Wow. It's crazy. Like it's crazy how sometimes spontaneously life lines up with conversation, and this is one of those times because it's kind of hit me. So, I think a responsibility of a parent, mother, father, whatever the case may be, it's always for the better of an outcome for the child. Like the emotions have to get cut aside, the selfishness have to get cut aside, and if you can't judge yourself or control yourself as a mother or father, you can't raise kids. It's not possible. It's not, and that's where we're missing. That's why it's hard without a support team. If I was to say anything, I think the 4 points for me would be like, is it a child raising a child?
Say it again.
And is it a child raising a child? Like I would think about 4 points. 4 is my favorite number, so I'm gonna use 4 anyway. But no, like it's like at first I would ask, like, is it a child raising a child? So is this a grown adult who acts like a child who?
Very good. Very good. That's a good fact right there.
That would be my first one. My second one is there trauma? Is there trauma in the adult's life from their parents? That's now caught because everything's old folks used to say it's a generational curse, but some people, just be if you've been through some things, whether it be sexually, mentally, emotionally, it usually trails down to your kids.
That's true.
The third thing I would say is is it love there? Like love, like unconditional. There's no mess up. Like you just learn it's a lesson. Worst thing I want you to do is lie to me, because I'm here to protect you. Is there understanding? Like love comes with understanding. It's an action. So it's like that'd be the third thing. And then the fourth thing would be circumstance. Where are you at? Are you poor? Are you in the poverty line? Are you struggling financially? Are you at a point to where the only thing that you can do is be angry because you're not happy? Right. Those four points.
Those are 4 good points there. Those are 4 points that are definitely plaguing the community.
Absolutely.
Those 4 things that you mentioned are part of the problem.
Yeah, and it's what we see now. Like it's not, and it's a problem that started back. I'm 36, and I look man young, but no, like even back in the day, it was babies making babies, or babies having babies, like 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. So now grandma and mom and daughter is all in the club or dating the same guy. There's no structure to self.
Are you thinking of now?
Myself. Yeah, now, yes, absolutely. Yeah. Back in my time, back in like the 90s, that was the slogan, babies having babies. Like that literally was the slogan in 1990s. So you got to think like everyone from like 94, 95 up is like really being raised by the significant, like their close age. You know, are you grown as an adult? God blesses everybody with. If you get blessed with a child and you can't love that child, you can't understand that child, you can't. That's your child. I don't. It's hard for me. I'd rather suffer. I'd rather suffer and my child be happy.
Okay.
You know?
Well, some of those things that you mentioned, I think have a lot to do with some of why like parents are not doing up to par as far as taking care of children. Like as far as like what I'm mostly talking about, like fathers not stepping up. You know, if you get mad at your baby moms or your significant other, don't take it out on the child, because the child now is going to suffer more, and it's going to be harder for them to manage without that second hand.
Absolutely.
So a lot of that is happening.
Yeah, and a child just wants security. The child is innocent. The child is an innocent child. Like, they have no cause of any negativity, and you're in the world you created him in. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, all the things I said, those 4 points is straight for the core. It's going to develop you. A child is here. You're raising a child. It's a village. There's no rule books. Like, you can't. It's like, it's love. It's love. It's understanding self. I have to train him to. You got to be better than me. I got to. My 13-year-old daughter, the mother of my child. Let me just. I got to go to my. I got two of them, and they're wonderful women. You know what I'm saying? They all. They both only two for four. I was, my testimony. 2 women, 4 women said they were pregnant, only 2 told me the truth. Even that. But at the end of the day, those 2 women are independent women who, but they still need the father to be able, like you said,
to help,
to be able to not. It's to raise,
like, to help, to be there, support.
That's called co-parenting.
All that.
That's called co-parenting.
Right.
To being a parent, I got to be an adult. How many 45-year-old adults, men, it's hard to find them. It's hard to find.
How many what? 45 what?
How many 45-year-old men are there? Solid men, like just day for day, like
that's holding their own and that can step up to the plate.
You can only do as much as you can do. Like God take care of the rest. Like, God takes care of children and food. That's scripture. So a village raises a kid. Parenting, co-parenting is part of the village. You bring 2 families together. You bring 2 families together. You don't understand. Grandma does. You don't have a grandma. Auntie do. But if I'm not an adult enough to understand that, I'm not asking. Like, it's deep. Or better yet, not adult enough. Didn't have parents. Mature. Didn't have parents to raise you, or didn't have their father or both mother and father to raise you to help, or the village, or the aunties, the grandma. You got everybody raising the child, like you said. Yes.
And that's part of the problem that's happening now. That I see a lot of moms. Yeah. A lot of moms are out here struggling, trying to feed a child, trying to keep a roof over their head.
Yeah.
Taking them to school. They need transportation. Now, if the fathers could do their part, and this is only just to maybe open the eyes of others, of anybody seeing this, you know what I'm saying? Just to hear what we see, what's going on.
This is a systematic. This has been the fault, like, and especially in our race, right? There was a blatant attack since slavery times to separate the fathers. They've only mastered it. So the expectation to think that there's why that is, sometimes I'm naive a little bit and too much optimistic, but I don't even blame it on them. Because if you love and try, you'll learn.
And do better.
It's this basics. It's
basics.
It is basic.
Right? So why do you think you as a man, You as a young man that's saying that right there. How could the men or any young person that's seeing this understand what you're saying right there? That is basic. Just take care of children. Just do what you need to do. Don't walk away. Why do you think they're walking away? Why are they walking away?
Your legacy. Your legacy. Your legacy is everything. Like what I would say to any man from the age of 15 to 50, that you have and whatever, I have both. I have a 13-year-old daughter, and then I have a 5-year-old son, and then a 5-year-old stepson, my other son. Like, you know what I mean? He has 2 dads. He has his biological father that he's in South Carolina with. It's love. It's a small concept that is very hard to like misunderstand. Like, you were just given to love this kid. Yo, it's so easy, but yo, that's not the world we live in. This world that we lived in was built to literally systematically destroy every man, every household that's not on 1% or have enough money.
Stability, right?
And then they sprinkled drugs in that. Like, yo, come on, stop. Like, that's hard. Like, just to show up, yo, God. But you know what, God? What I would tell men is like this. It's like, yo, God already knew that, like, right? So all you got to do is love them. Train them. That's your legacy. That's your legacy. That's what's going to continue forever.
Right. But once they can understand that, though, that's what I'm saying.
They can't understand.
There is no God. There is no faith. There is no care. There is no moral. And the value system is so downplayed that how do we rise above that? Because our children...
You can't. Only how you rise above it is the ones who rise. It's not why a caged bird sings. Why does the caged bird sing? Because he dreams about being somewhere different. Because he wants to get out this cage. But his cage is his comfortability. And his comfortability makes him sing because he dreams about something he could do if he just fly. It's simplistic, right? It makes sense, right? It's logical. Kumbaya, right? That's not the world we live in. I'm sorry, yo.
Right, no, it's not. The world we live in is not.
It's not gonna happen. Like, let's stop lying to ourselves. And like, not you personally, no disrespect. I'm just saying, men, society, when we look at evil and say it's not supposed to, yes it is. This is literally what it's supposed to be. You're literally in Sodom and Gomorrah. You literally have to use pronouns.
This is what's in the Bible. This is what's happening. It's playing out right now. But what
playing out? Sorry.
For our children.
I get passionate. I get passionate because this is the design.
But it's real though. This is our life.
This is the design.
We are living this right now, and you're right. It is designed. It's happening right now.
It's been structured to destroy us, and we're saying, why are we being? Yo, what? Like literally. In Black Lives Matter, we have to matter for ourselves. I'm learning how to love myself at 36.
Has a people.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to learn how to love myself at 36. It's still because I have to love my kid. Because I have to sacrifice, the comfortability of that cage to be able to fly, so I can teach them how to fly. It's not even about me no more.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's why I wanted you on here, and that's why I wanted to talk about this.
I get.
With a man, no, with a young man that has children, that has baby moms, or that has
mother of my children,
mother of your children, whatever the title is.
Wonderful women.
Okay,
and
so they can hear exactly how and how you're thinking and what's happening out here. You know what I mean? And what men, and so a man can actually get the picture of not just being selfish for self. You gotta be selfless when you're thinking about your children.
Yes.
You cannot show up for the child. You have to show up for the child, and a lot of that is not happening. You know how many homeless people, homeless women and men are on the street right now today?
I was one of them. I'm one of them.
So many.
A lot, but it's a choice. So I can't. That's what I said. Like, I don't have. Like, I'm learning this. Like, God's teaching me this. He says, love your neighbor like you love yourself. Love God with all your heart. It's 2 commandments, right? And I really had to understand that it's a choice. We all know that it's a choice, and you choose to do that, you choose your consequences.
They say it too. They say
No,
it.
they know it. They know it.
Oh, I'm out here because I want to be free. I've never heard you want to be free.
Yeah.
And so you'll live on the street and suffer.
Yep.
Mentally.
They don't want responsibility. It's mental. It's what? What'd you do? Snapped. You're done. Yo, welcome to the Matrix. Welcome to the end of times.
To the Matrix.
Well,
and then
the Matrix is a replication of Revelations. Think about that.
I'm just saying this is wild out here, like the Wild Wild West, and I'm seeing so many people suffering just to keep a roof over their heads, just to keep their lights on, just to, you know what I'm saying, just to survive. Yes. So if you mentally not able to do that and you give up and you say, you know what, I don't want the responsibility, you are saying, you know what, you're gonna stay in the Matrix then. That's what you're gonna do. You just gonna stay
in the Matrix. And not only you gonna stay in the Matrix,
you're not trying to rise. It's crazy.
And not only listen, for a man, not only you gonna stay in the Matrix, your whole generations from now on gonna stay in the Matrix until one of y'all figure it out. And he ain't gonna let you out. And now you're stuck bro, it's generations.
What happens to the parents what happens to those parents?
There's
what
only
happens
small
to those
few
parents that leave? Yeah, right. That will help that child out of that situation. And most of the time, they don't want the responsibility. They don't want the rules. They don't want the rules.
They don't. They don't want the pressure.
To the life.
They don't.
There are rules to life. I don't know why young women and young men cannot get that together. Like, it was a young lady. It was a young lady that they're looking for her. She left her kids at home by themselves for about 2-3 months. They looking for her now. She on the run. Now this is a mother now.
Yeah.
How do you leave your children in the home and train them to handle it where they lying to the daddies for food, to send food Uber?
Yeah. That's deep.
It's on a whole nother level.
That's a whole It happened in 1986 with me, 3-5 foster campaign, and I'm not putting it on me. I'm understanding that this is we. It's not. It's now. Like, no, it's been like that. And I understand. I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying it just happened.
It's sick.
I'm giving something that I've been seeing. I'm trying to let people know, and I'm just giving something that I've been seeing and doing my research, what's going on out there, that it saddens me to see people out, homeless young people, and leaving their children like that, walking away. Yes, it has been happening. Yes, of course it has. I've never said that it's not happening.
Being sympathetic, being sympathetic for
it's too much.
I can't be sympathetic to something. I'm not sympathetic. I'm empathetic. I'm an empath. Like, I'm an empathetic. I can understand. I've been there. I've walked through it, but I just don't have that in me anymore. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me anymore.
Because you gotta take care of self.
I'm glad that you do.
Gotta take care of self, and that's the same thing. You gotta take care of self. You have to take care of self, but we need to talk about it. People just walking around like zombies, like it doesn't exist. But guess what? It seems that it's only our race. It seems like our race.
No, it's not.
Not only.
That's the manipulate.
It seems that Listen to me. Don't do that. We're not debating against anything.
No.
We're conversating on the subject.
Of course.
Listen.
So, of course.
What I'm saying is that the stuff that I'm seeing,
it's for our race.
My concern is what I'm in my community and what I'm seeing with my people. You know what I'm saying? That is my concern, because everybody is not concerned for everybody. I'm just saying that in other races, I just don't see it. You might see it, but I don't see it. The suffering, what we're suffering. I don't see it.
It's real. It's real out here. It's a spiritual battle. It's not about flesh and blood or skin color, nothing like that. And I understand our people, but our people choose to kill each other every day.
It's a difference of.
We're the only race that don't help each other out for real.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
got you.
saying.
I understand.
That's what I'm saying right there. I'm not saying it's just us. Of course it's not. I see white people, all Arabs, all
everybody,
kinds of people out in the street. But what I'm saying is our people are not rising to the top. Our people are not stable. There's no stability. Our people are suffering.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, what they say in you said Salem and Gomorrah. What they say about that? What they say about that then?
Oh, yo, God burnt it down. Like, God, torched it. Like, God torched it. God killed everybody in there except Lot's family. And then when the wife looked back to the city, she died too. That's Abraham's son. Like, that's literally like straight up. God is not playing with none of these. We know. Our people know. Hold on. Our people not only know God, it's like we're like the Israel people. Like we'll rather just like make a golden bull and just you know what I mean? It's crazy.
So you say our people know, and
your people know. Our people know. Our people were built like that. That's what I said, And I don't mean to keep repeating or reiterating. It's the sheer fact we were trained to be like that. But God gives us an opportunity to literally not only see what's going on around us, but be involved in it, and then say, "Yo, I'm sad. Like we lucky. Like we're that's how you know, certain chosen things, because it's like, we can literally walk for generations and never let someone I don't know in my house that look like you. But you can have 5 refugees that's not of the same family live together and make it come up 4 F-150s and be like, yo, why they get it like that? Because we got 5 people in one house, split rent, and they work.
And they put stuff aside. They put the stuff aside.
And they don't kill each other.
Right. They don't kill each other. And see, and that's what I'm saying. You got a lot of moms. You got a lot of children. Again, back to what we started with. That are suffering because of that. They can't go stay with the auntie, or they can't go stay with someone else because they burned their bridges some kind of way.
Yeah. But
they can't take you or the child. That's what I'm saying. That's where we at.
We watch them. We'll watch. Yo, we'll be in the store, right, and see that she can't buy milk or eat, and we'll be like, can you hurry up? Yo, I gotta go. Like, yo, let me get 7 blunts. This 40 real quick, and you want 50 cents? Here you go. Like, you just you
gotta help, and that needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? I would help anybody. Give you a ride.
But you gotta have discernment.
Yes, you have to have discernment. And you have to discern. We have to come together and start helping one another.
That's love.
And start loving one another as a race. I'm back to the race again, because it's
but you gotta love yourself, though.
That is.
You gotta love yourself. If I don't love your neighbor like you love yourself. Like, yo, if I don't love you, I don't love myself. There's something wrong with you. Right. I can't. It's energy. I can't.
That's a fact.
That is energy. But my energy is so positive. I can be told I can't have you around because you're too affected. It's affecting. Right. It affects people, and they don't want that.
They don't like it. They don't like it. Right. Yeah. Right.
You choose. Like, okay, all right. They don't like it. And then if you're happy, it's crazy. Like, you could be happy and they be like, yo, what's wrong with you? Yo, do you realize that? You heard that? You be smiling, just chilling. Oh, just do. Good day.
Right.
Yo, what's wrong with
they don't like that. Yeah.
What's wrong with her?
Try to ruin your whole mood. They don't like that.
Why she like that? Yo, why you like that? Yo, you know you about to get fired, right? Like, yo, just try to just kill you. Like, yo, what? Like, why are you even? No, it's trick. Yo, it's nuts.
You have to know yourself. Like you say, you have to love yourself, people. Know yourself. Yes. Don't let the fool you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay above. You gotta stay above the rest. And fathers and daddies out there.
Yes. Stand up. Stand up.
Like, step up to the plate. Let go the foolishness that you have with your baby moms or your ex-wife. Just let it go and think about the children first, because they the ones that's going to school angry. They're going to school angry. They want to fight everybody. They're out of control.
But that's, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, and I'll say to the public, good luck out there. It's the times. Hey, you got a choice though. That's the only thing I can really say. Listen to the prophets. Listen to the messengers. Like, listen to the prophets. Listen to the messengers. Listen to truth. Listen to love. Enjoy life. You only get one. You only get one. Yeah, and it's.
Well, I know one thing that that needs to be addressed too. That women who are having babies, right? They have the babies, they have the kids, and then they go through a downtime where they're supposed to rest their body, take care of their body, revamp themselves, and give themselves like a whole month, 2-3 months to get themselves back, back to 100. But a lot of women can't do that because they got the daddy walk out and he leaves, so now the mama have to take care of everything.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? So now postpartum is real.
Postpartum is real.
Postpartum is real, and it has to do is messing with the women's mental and their strength to keep going. So that's why the dads need to be there to make.
That's why the mothers need to be there. Like it's a chain. Like no, that's why the mothers need to be there. That's why you have old nanas.
I'm talking about the mothers who had
the
child.
fathers. No, because the fathers. That's it's great. We can do this all day. Like,
what I'm saying is that's why they need to be there to be able to take the load off
absolutely,
the mother, so she can rest herself.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Do your part as a man. Do your part as a father. That's what I'm saying. Because a lot of women are taking their children's life. A lot of women are doing things just out of
sadness, out of hurt, out of like literally can't. You're biologically broke from having a whole human come out you
and can't rest, and cannot rest. You got to get back to work. You got to get back to everything because you don't have that second help. You don't have that father, or you don't have that help to help you.
Dads are very important. Dads are very important. Dads are amazing. And I want to get on I can rip guys and be like, yo, all like, but honestly, like the world is so backwards that some of these women don't even want that. Like they won't even like. I'm 2 for 4. Like they'll straight lie to your face.
And that's true. We can't leave that out.
I'm not.
And that's the reason why. Might be some of the reasons why they walk away. But that is
crazy.
No excuse. But that's crazy because that's no excuse. Your kids still need you. So that's when we go to saying a man have to be mature.
And I definitely understand, but it's so hard to understand who we're gonna like. Like I have a goddaughter that doesn't reckon like her mom is her mom, but she like my grandma, but you still have a mother. You know what I'm saying? That's my, and I told her, I said, regardless of if your dad left, if you left, you have a part of that. A man's responsibility to be a man, unless you want to, you have to be trained. And none of them has been trained. Not like what? Like
so that's part of the problem then.
Yes, there's no it's
so you just walk away.
If you don't know what to do, if you don't, they quit and they go to the next chick. Yeah, and they go to the next chick. And they go to the next chick.
And it keeps happening.
It keeps cycling. So now you got a repeated cycle that's now monopolized for the last 500 years.
Right, and that's why we gonna talk about it and be like, so they can hear that. Okay, listen, this is not the way.
Good luck.
This is not the way.
In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, I pray for all of you out there, because it's a lonely battle in that pond. And if you don't love yourself, it's going to be a hard time. It sucks. It sucks. It really does. Like the only positive thing I could say is that God got you, and I hope you choose wisely. But other than that, like you're really shooting in the ocean of sharks, and I mean like, yo, I'm trying to find a goldfish. Like it's deep. It's